Apologies for the camera angle, and you're going to have to turn this up because I don't have my mic. Plus, this is like, it's definitely over 10 days later because on this, I believe it's part 3 of You Choose My TBR, one of you on TikTok, you know who you are, chose the Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. Morning, everybody. Checking if my mic is on. Good morning. Good morning, my little alarm clock. I'm wondering if my camera's dirty. I need to sort that out. Okay, so it's still early in the morning, but this is my alarm clock. I don't know if you can see her. Hello, Miss Coco. And I'm making her a hot water bottle because that's what we do first thing in the morning. Bearing in mind it's almost 5:45. Thanks, Coke. Good morning. We're back in the garage. We've still got a lot of laundry. It happens on Monday. But basically, you are in a cupboard right now because I can't work out a tripod. Tough situation. But anyway, first load is done. Rookie error. I've just done a load on 30 when it should have been on 60. Happy Monday, everybody. Right. Oh. Right. I'm just going to put you on pause for a second. Second load and my microphone's falling off. I'm not going to put it on straight away now because I know for a fact that there's more to add in to that load. So I go upstairs and get that, bring it down here. It's on the top floor. Send help. So I've got to do that. What else have I got to do? I've had breakfast. It was just a granola bar, yogurt, coffee, water. I'm so tired. As you probably saw from the last clip, Coco woke me up. Coco, my cat. I did have an alarm set for a lot later, but she was having none of it. And then, of course, she went straight back to sleep with Mum. So, if you've got a pet, you should know, particularly a cat. Right. I'm trying to think what I need to do. I've logged onto my computer. I've got to do a lot of graphics through Canva. I've also got to do research on local book festivals because I think I've gone to kind of like store holding events and they've said that the books that I sell is very nichey. Basically, they think I'm not in the right ballpark. It's still early. It's like just gone 6:30. So I figured if I try and figure out some local book festivals, then yeah, that might be better. I don't know. I'm rambling. I'm talking out loud. Let's get on and start doing something a bit more productive and hopefully get out of my pajamas. I bought it ages ago and it took me this long for me to read it. To be quite frank, I don't know why, because I've just finished it a couple of days ago and I gave it 4.5 stars. Now, In this book, we are following, oh my word, we are following Roman Kit and Iris, oh my word, Iris Winnow. Now that is spelt very strangely because it's spelt win, and then to me it's now. This is my dyslexia talking because I was like, win now? Win now? But then I've also got the audiobook and then listening to the narrator say Iris's full name, I discovered it was Winnow. So there we go. This is a really good book. In fact, the person who recommended me this book basically said, read Divine Rivals, you won't regret it. I certainly don't regret it. That's for sure. One thing I will say is that there is major trigger warnings for PTSD, basically war, and loss of a loved one for sure. One thing I will say is because Iris and Roman are from they have two very different backgrounds. Roman has been brought up in this very privileged, very, I don't know whether people still say this, but kind of like the silver spoon. He was born with the silver spoon in his mouth. And then a tragic situation happened with him where his parents blame him for what happened. I don't think I can say exactly what that is because I think that's a major spoiler. And I think because of that, he holds a lot of guilt. As does Iris for when she believes it's her fault for her brother to basically go and fight in this war. War of the Gods, I might add. And one that has affected particularly their mother, who has lost her job, who is basically an alcoholic. And Iris is starting her, I don't even think she's a junior columnist, but she's in competition with Roman Kit for like an editorial columnist. I don't know what the actual job title was, but they're in competition for that. And I must say, the writing styles of their letters and their typewriters, the detail is so good. I would say I would recommend the audiobook over the physical book. I'm not saying the physical book is bad. I just found it easier with the audiobook. But one of my favourite ways of reading is audiobook in one ear and then having the physical book in front of me. So I was glad I had the physical book as well. Rebecca Ross really paints a vivid imagery of this world torn by war. And in this particular town of Oath, Iris discovers that her town isn't getting the full picture, like the full truth, the full reality of this war. And I don't think even she herself really understands it until she becomes a war correspondent, where she has to go to another town and basically reports on the live action of the battlefield. She's doing that originally to find her brother, and then Roman follows her. And I must say the bickering is fantastic. I just find the bickering so funny. So thank you for this recommendation. It was very much appreciated. Again, you know who you are. This recommendation was given to me over on TikTok, but if you've got any recommendations here on YouTube, please feel free to put them in the comments. Like and subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you like it. I've got 2 other parts of this series. I'll put the playlist link down below as well. And yeah, let's see what I read next for this series. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon.